Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're actually taking a look at something a little different. This was a request to kind of take a look at Inside 17, Got a Music Dance Practice Sketch. Now I know this is more so talking through the choreographic learning of the routine, more of that kind of stuff. So this is mostly be more so of just a reaction than an analysis, but I may contribute some thoughts here. I've never really watched anything like this before, so I have no idea how it's gonna go. So let's go ahead and check it out. It's a really nice studio. Obviously, yeah, absolutely. I wonder if they deal with air conditioning issues, because most studios that I've been to, you deal with that. It's either the AC don't work or the heating don't work. So it's either you're hot or you're too cold.
여기까지 나오는 얼굴이 다 나오면 안 되고 여기까지.
It said Dino. It's Dino. We found him because that's what it said on the little closed captions thing. Sung Kwan. I wonder if I'll learn a new member by watching this. Party, party! I see it. Reviewing right away. This looks like they self-run it, so they don't have somebody in there running it with them. They're self-sufficient, is what I mean. They probably have other stuff they're working on, not just this. Would be my assumption here, possibly. Nice little city boy rock on that. It's so weird watching this now. Oh, so they haven't filmed the music video yet. That's cool.
헝가리에서 이렇게 연습을 하게 될 줄 몰랐는데 좀 많이 신선한 추억이 될 것 같고.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That is a cool studio, not gonna lie.
신나게 멋지게 한번.
And those who dance in Hungary, how are the studios AC there? Because I did ask that question, because in America, every studio I go to, bro, it's either the AC's out or the heat is off, man. I do find it interesting he's choosing to practice barefoot, because a lot of times where it feels barefoot is different than with shoes, but it makes sense though. Sometimes you feel better that way. But also his pants are a little bit longer too, so I wonder if the back of it keeps tapping on his heels. This is really cool. It's actually really weird for me to see them after the first time I watched them this was the first reaction I ever watched to them, and now it's like a month later and I've seen all of their work. So that's really cool that now I get to like totally understand their full context of their journey. I really appreciate the discipline here. It doesn't surprise me, but they're running their own rehearsals alone. Like, it feels very much like I'm watching myself a little bit. It's kind of fun.
안무를 또 여기 헝가리에 와서 배웠으니까 제가 아주 미숙한 느낌이 많이 들어서 또
Because it's outside of what you're used to.
잘할 수 있게 기도하겠습니다.
I think you'll be
무대 때
fine.
여러분들께 좋은 모습을 많이 보여드릴 수 있도록 열심히 할까요?
I hadn't seen the music video actually,
쉬는 날에
so I don't know if he actually did well. I'm assuming yeah.
집으로 갈 거예요.
I'm gonna go home now.
안녕.
Annyeong. That was fun. First day after the music video shoot. Oh, so we don't get to see what happens at the music video shoot. That's okay. Vernon's group is learning their dance. Ooh. Oh, okay. They're learning with their choreographer. I was wondering, so many people did not look familiar at all. Oh, so they only needed to learn a couple of the sections to film in the music video because there's other things to fill at the time, but they have to learn all of it. That's interesting. That's actually pretty efficient if you think about it. Key point choreos get filmed for the music video, but you don't need all of it unless that's the whole point of it, like songgong, you know? Dino, get it together. Just kidding. How dare you make a mistake in rehearsal? Ow. So sorry for that. I know S-Coops is recuperating because he had surgery, right? So one of those guys looked like a fill-in, or I could be completely lying and I just never recognized him till now. Okay, I've never recognized Mingyu until now. I totally thought he was just a backup dancer. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel so dumb. I'm so sorry. Mingyu. Is that his name? Mingyu. And I'll try my best to find him now because I feel real bad about that. 하트. 역시. DK, how dare you step behind? You gotta step forward. It's stuff like that that gets really tricky. Da 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 da, and they have to go backwards. Hey.
그다음에 있다면에 1, 2, 3의 살며시 입꼬리가 벌어진다. 그렇지. 아주 역시 뮤지컬 배우다. 각각 나눠서 웃어줘야 돼. 중요한 건 그라데이션 미소. 여기에서는 음악 열심.
I like how he's teaching it. I like how he's teaching this.
그때 같이 웃을 수밖에 없는.
He's explaining why.
이 노래 들으면 하루에 한 번은 웃게 돼.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I love it when people teach like that.
하모니카.
Using analogies, giving a particular type of energy. He's not just saying movement. He's explaining to them how the dynamic needs to be to match the aesthetic of the track. Man. This is fun. Actually, Mingyu, I found him. He's in a white t-shirt. There he is, right there. But that's Hoshi right there, also in a white t-shirt. But there's Mingyu in the backpack in the white t-shirt. There he is. 17.
또 내일 오고 내일 모레 오고 해서 한번 차츰차츰 완성시켜볼 예정입니다.
Bless you.
이렇게 안무가 쉽지 않네요, 그죠?
노래가 주는 에너지를 또 끌어내려면
또 한바탕 놀아봐야 되죠. 조용히 들어가고 내일 또 봅시다. 안녕.
내일은 이제 다 끝냅니다.
Cool. I'll be sitting here while you do that. There are 12 people today, the last day of the choreography lesson. I'm curious how long their lessons are. That was nice. They have the romanization down here. Let's go until the end. Okay.
이거 하고 싸움을 확실히 해주고 원을 보여주고 다 이동해야 될 것 같아. 오케이.
Nice little Charleston. These are really fun. And look at them. Oh.
그냥 도겸이랑 준보다 살짝 앞이라고 생각하면 돼. 기대치가 약간 계속 마음이 불편하지. 어쩔 수 없어.
It is asymmetrical. Ah, okay. He just told him, I wonder if he blocked it for, he just gave him the understanding of it, blocking with 13 because of S-Coops, because he'll be on this track too, I'm assuming eventually. Yeah.
바꾸는 동선 좀 많아요. 그래서 여러분 디테일하게 찾아보면 뮤비 퍼포먼스 버전은 지금 우리 연습하는 버전은 조금 아마 다를 거예요, 여러분.
Yeah. Okay. Warming up with individual practices. Very nice. That was a little Song Gong moment right there. Now I picked it up. I picked up on that. Oh. Nice little gong gong. Boom, 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 boom. Taking a video again. Oh, look how happy they look. Oh. That's hard. Yes, because there's over a natural expectation that people have when they do more gregarious type tracks too. That they're like, it does hit different because you have to perform a lot more in present here than you would in Songgong. Like that one's more like, you know, like how Vernon has his face, like he could just hold it like that the whole time. Nice. Cool. He's like, great, this is great. Oh, I like the markers on the ground. That's cool. And notice that where they place them too, that helps give them a reference that they need to make sure that they're not going past that because it'll affect the how it'll show up on the camera.
오늘 열심히 연습했으니까 다시 마음을 다잡고 내일 안무 영상 때
I need to collect myself again. Yeah.
마인드셋을 하고 와야 될 것 같아요.
So far, done with a tough practice. I'm appreciative that they had the choreographer for a lot of that, so he's able to refine it. And they're able to troubleshoot. And it's cool that they're able to troubleshoot within themselves. Oh, that was it. That was actually pretty cool. It didn't really surprise me at all. If anything, it felt very... There wasn't anything like super special about it, probably because I don't normally set choreography on professionals in a large group context or like megas or anything, but I do set choreography quite regularly on groups around 17 size or bigger. So I understand the amount of work that they're putting in, because you have to put in that amount of work, especially when you start to feel comfortable with it. You still have to press on and you still have to refine, and that's the step a lot of people are okay with stopping at. But 17, because of they're kind of like a trendsetter, they actually remind me of Toyota in the car manufacturing world, is how 17 is in the synchronicity dance K-pop realm. Which is, they're kind of, they lead by example. I don't know how much of that they feel pressured by, but it is more difficult sometimes to do a piece like this, not because of the content, but because of the performance, and because you have to showcase up here, your movement has to be more open. With something like Seonggong, you're allowed to really think more internal. Not saying that your movement can't be expansive, but you do use a different technical wheelhouse, and you're able to not have to use your face as much. So this was very interesting, because it's like a nice little peekaboo into their world. So they did practice in Budapest, which is cool. I don't know what it was for, so you guys would probably be able to tell me, my fellow carrots. Thank you. So I do appreciate with DK, he's taking extra time to go over it. Sometimes people just need to have their own time to kind of sift through it, because there can be pressure when you are around others. So my assumption is, I don't know if they filmed this in Budapest. That could be the case, not sure. But they practiced it, and they only learned a couple of sections for the music video. Very efficient on their time. Now for the dance practice, they have, they're learning the rest of it. So I'm assuming this is our choreographer that's been a part of their stuff all the time. And before I finish, this is Mingyu. I feel like at the end of the day, I want to at least learn something new about one member, and per comeback I think would be very healthy for me, right? So look, this is exactly what he says. Going back to the choreographer, he says, this dance forces you to smile. You're right. We get to smile at least once a day if we dance to the song. Right. So them forcing themselves to smile, it's already really hard to do that for like 2.5, 3 minutes. My jaw literally starts hurting when my face is like, or I'm like, excitedly explaining content. My face hurts, like my jaw hurts. So having to practice a lot of this movement while smiling and making it look like it's nothing. That's another thing too. It is harder to, like with Seonggong, they don't have to look tired, but they don't have to look happy about going hard. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like, this is nothing. It's hard, But here it has to look like it's nothing, and that's a different type of demand mentally as well. I'm very much a fan, honestly, very much a fan of the choreographer for how he choreographed it. Not just choreography, but how he taught it. I think it's my favorite thing about it, because people, regardless of how good they are, they deserve to have a sense of explanation or as much context as possible for the intention of why the choreography exists. It's a collaboration between their music and his physical representation of that, right? And he tailored it to them, and I'm assuming this is our guy that's been a part of their whole journey. Woohoo! Really nice, right? And I appreciate that there's a natural respect there, and there's a natural relationship there where they're very receptive to each other, and they know how to communicate with each other effectively and proficiently. So there's no arguments. It's just we kind of have not like a hierarchy, but we have an understanding of, if Hoshi gives a suggestion, he has really strong grounding and backing to help you understand that makes sense. He's not just making that choice out of the sheer will that he wants to make the choice. There's a reason behind it, and I think there's a strong enough relationship between the members and the choreographer to where that kind of interaction can happen, because they are adults too, to where we're not having egos bruised in this way, because regardless of how popular you are, people are still people, and sometimes people can come across that way, especially if they feel slighted, but I don't really read that at all here. So that was really fun. I definitely enjoyed this. I'll probably have to take a look at these some more as they release with newer tracks with other groups too. This was cool. thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for my recommendation. This was cool, a very different realm of the choreographic side of the industry that I haven't really taken a deep dive into. I do know how more Western choreographers set their pieces on these groups, but I haven't really seen more somebody who's domestic do that, so I think it was really nice to see that. I love the attentiveness, and I love the relational investment that you can see just from their interactions in the video, so I think that's cool. And I appreciate the discipline and the grit. That's something that doesn't shock me at all because I've already watched all their work. It's just very enjoyable, and I like this a lot. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this with me. If you want to see more content like 17, because as this releases on YouTube, I am like completely finished with all of 17, and most of it is not on YouTube because per comeback that they release, I release a couple of my older reactions into the world of YouTube. So if you are impatient, you want to binge any analysis that I have of 17 or other groups, I'm also actively reacting to ATs and XG right now as we speak. You can go over and have a field day. There's plenty of content over there for you to look at and a lot of discussions to be had. Once again, I am Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.